Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina, and I am here to show you some new decks this time. It's been a while since I did a show and tell of my decks, so I figured it was time, since I've gotten some new decks here. So I have 9 new decks. There are some more on the way, but I will start with these 9 ones for this time around. Some brand new ones from Disney, among other things. I hope you will appreciate it. If you need to pause the video for a little while to go and grab yourself a coffee, do that. And I would like to remind you also that I have another channel called Pure Light Awakening, where I talk about ascension work, awakening process. I also channel information from source energy and such. So that you can find in the description box below. So you can just hop on down there and hop on over to that channel and see if there's something in that content that might interest you as well. So, pause the video if you need that coffee, because I'm going to start in the moment. I'm going to save the Hocus Pocus and the Alice Tarot for the last, but I think I'm going to start with this Dreaming Way Tarot today. So, let's get into it. Let's get comfortable. We have stuff to go through today. So, okay, I'm just going to put the other ones over here so we can start up with the Dreaming Way Tarot. Just trying to make them balance over here so I don't lose them on the floor. So, let us look at it. Okay, let's start. Dreaming Way Tarot by Rome Choi. It is a US game system deck that I quite recently purchased this summer. And I did it because I have been watching, I don't know if you follow her channel, Mary Jo, over on, what is it called? Soulful... What is her channel called? Soulful Delight? No. Of course, now that I'm talking about it, I don't even remember. I have to look that up. I'm so sorry. I have to look it up, people. Cannot leave that hanging. What's Mary Jo's channel called? Oh, me and names. Okay, so let's see. Soulful Revolution. I can show you here on my phone. That's her. Soulful Revolution. I have seen her she does lots of different stuff. And so I saw her use that deck here, and so I kind of fell in love with it, and I finally decided I needed to purchase it. So I just, of course, jumped over everything that has to do with a guidebook and everything. Sorry, it's been a while since I did these videos. So it comes with a little guidebook, as it always does with the US game system here, with a little bit of information on each card. Quite a good information, especially on the major arcana, I have to say. So yeah, easy breezy there. Sturdy box, good box. So let us look at the cards now. So it is quite the good cardstock, just bendy enough, the right cardstock in my opinion. Kind of the normal size tarot, I would say. The back is interesting, kind of a bright green color that I kind of like. Very summer and fall colors for me. Now let's look at the cards. I'm just going to flip through them so you can have an impression as to the artist here. Rome Choi, I guess, is the artist. No, illustrated by Kwon Shina. So that's the illustrator. So I find these very interesting. It's a very different style. And the theme is very much these squares. They pop up every now and then in the different cards in different situations. This black and white theme that's going on. But anyways, no, so I really like this deck. It's different for me, and it's very modern. It's a kind of a new spin on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, I would say. So this one with the teacup on top of the head is really fun. Now, so the color here is very vibrant, very, I love the way they have used the colors in this deck, and I love the way that they have different feelings in the different cards. Like this death card, I just adore this death card, really nice. It's an expression in their faces, it's a feeling you get on some of these cards, like this one here. So it gives me something more than just a traditional tarot for me. So it is either you like it or you don't kind of thing again, as always. But like this one, I really, really like this card. It's just so beautiful. The moon card. So yeah, this is it. that's Dreaming Way Tarot, people. I haven't used it so much in readings yet because when I get new decks, I normally just use them for myself for a while, and then I show them to you through these videos here, these show and tell, and then I start using them in my readings for, at least for the channel, you know. Even though I do readings privately, but for me or friends, but I don't do readings anymore for people. I worked very long as a psychic medium and teaching others in that field as well. But I don't do that now anymore. But I do readings, of course, for me and my family and friends and stuff. Anyway, so that's the Dreaming Way Tarot by Ron Choi, illustrated by Kwan Shina. And I find that quite beautiful and interesting, and I definitely will be using a lot of that in the future readings on my channel, for sure. So, oh, come on, get in there. So, there. So that was the Dreaming Way Tarot. So, let's move to the next one, because there's also a Dreaming Way Lenormand. And this is also artwork by Kwan Shina, but this is written by Lynn Araujo. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm not English, I'm Norwegian, people, so bear with me. My English isn't perfect. Anyways, it's a little bit difficult to open the box. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit. So that's not... If there was something negative, that goes on the negative list. But yeah, it will probably get better once I've used it quite a bit. Now, it's a very cute little guidebook here. I just adore this little guidebook. And there's quite a bit of information, as you can see on each card here. So if you're not familiar with Lenormand from before, you will have a good guidebook to guide you along here. So that's cool. Now let's look at the cards. And this is the back. Very unique, different back. I love that. It's so fun. And these are the cards. I like that it's no borders here. I like that it's very simple, to the point illustrations. Makes it very easy to use this deck as an extra card in different readings. So I really like that. Yeah, so it's just, yeah, this one here with a little ladder. See, there is a way out of the maze. No, so very straight to the point illustrations, but just, I don't know, there's just something about the style here that I really like. So either you like it or you don't. There are many Lenormand decks out there, so find one you like. But I have quite a few, and yeah, one day maybe I should make a video about my Lenormand decks as well. Anyways, yeah, so I find these quite beautiful. Very fun and different. The images and the colors are so vibrant, and yeah, I just love it. So that's that. That's the Dreaming Way Lenormand. So same artist, of course, as the tarot. So that's fun to use together, I'm thinking, in the reading. So that was the Dreaming Way Lenormand. Okay, next deck is When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck by Melissa Salvaggio, artwork by Jess O'Connor. Easy to open, very nice. Now, this guidebook is so thick. Look at that. It's a really, really heavy guidebook, but it has a lot of information here. Yeah. As you see here, each and every card, chakra association with every card, my light, my shadow, my sacred words, and of course information regarding the different cards. So yeah, really, really good guidebook, I have to say. Okay, now let's look at the cards. This is the back, kind of a honeybee thing going on there, so that's cool. Now it's also actually edged in yellow. I don't think I've seen any decks being edged in yellow before. It's a little bit yellow, a little bit goldish. So I guess it's a kind of a gold, meant to be kind of a gold. But for me it's kind of yellow with a little bit of shimmer. But yeah, anyways. So these are the cards. Very beautiful. I do believe this is watercolor. It looks like it, and I do watercolor and a little bit of gouache, so I really, of course, appreciate this style. I just love this moon here with the clarity. Beautiful. So the cards are quite simple, but I just adore this style and this artwork. And that was what was drawn me into this deck, was the artwork of these cards here. So yeah, I don't know how you feel, people, but I just adore. I mean, look at this. Simple, yes, but so beautiful. So yeah, this is really beautiful extra cards to use in a reading for sure. And of course, these are also connected to the chakra, as you probably know, these lotus flowers. Yeah, I don't know what you think, but I just adore this. I find it very beautiful. So just flipping through, so not spending way too much time on each deck. Yeah, this is the heart chakra, of course. Look at that, the mantis. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful deck in my opinion. So that's that. When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. And it is, of course, gold here, but it's just me and my eyes. I need glasses. Okay, let's see. There it goes. Back in the box. When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck by Melissa Salvaggio. Okay, now let us move on to... Yeah, let's do this one. Tinseltown Tarot. A deck by 50s vintage dame. Peek into the future through the golden age of Hollywood. And let's see if there is a name of the... It just said Smith Street Gifts. Yeah, illustrations. 50th vintage dame. So maybe the 50th vintage dame is the name of the creator from what I can see here. But anyways, let's get into it, because there is really no more information here as I can find. No. So that's all the information I have, people. The back is pink, very fun. The beautiful images here. The only thing is this cardstock is a little bit on the thinner side, unfortunately. But you know, if you don't mind that, then this is a beautiful deck, okay? It is definitely possible to ripple shuffle with this. Quite easy, so if you like ripple shuffling, then this is, of course, a good deck, since the cardstock is thin. So, see? Quite easy to do. So, but let's look at the images, people. Very fun. I just adore the images in this deck, I have to say. So I'll flip through them for you. Yeah. What is it that's making noise on my table? Something's making noise. Anyways. Yeah, the chariot, also fun. So this is, of course, very, as it says, 50s vintage Hollywood kind of feel. Kind of a hurrah into... This is what is making the noise. Just flip it over. Kind of a, what do you say... tribute, I guess, to old Hollywood. And yeah, so I find it quite interesting, quite beautiful. So the only thing, as I said, I was a little bit sad when I saw that the cardstock was this kind of bendy and thin, but you know, it is what it is. I really wanted the deck anyways, so there you go. So I don't know if you like this style, but I think it's fun. Yeah. Even have the Hollywood sign in there too. See? Yeah, more here as well. No, so this is a fun deck for me, I have to say. I haven't used it yet. As I told you earlier, that I don't use the decks until I've used them myself for a while. So I haven't used it in any readings on my channel, but definitely will, for sure. So it's a little bit of glamour, maybe a little bit glamorous kind of feel to it. But that's why I was hoping that the cardstock would be a little bit thicker and maybe, you know, edged in gold or something like that would have been yeah, the icing on the cake for me. So if they were to make a second edition of this, then I would have loved for it to have that. Thicker cardstock and some gilding on the side would have been nice, but you know, it is what it is. But beautiful images, fun style, beautiful colors, very vibrant. So that's that. The Tinseltown Tarot. So, but I would have expected maybe a little bit more glitter and glamour for this deck, but there you have it. Okay. Yeah, so that was that. And now we are moving on to, let us see here, this. Divine Intuition Oracle. Develop and trust your natural wisdom. Belinda Grace, illustrated by Ashley Munson. So another box that's quite easy to open, which is nice. Beautiful little image on the inside here as well. And here we have the book. Quite a good guidebook. This is kind of the guidebook here is a rose petal finish to it. Yeah, I guess this is the author about the illustrator. Yeah, this is the illustrator, Ashley Munson. So, yeah, this very good guidebook, must say. Lots of information, very beautifully made, I think. Yeah, I really like this guidebook. Not so much more to say about that. Now let's look at the cards. Also a little bit in illustration on the inside of the box. Now, this is the back. Kind of a lavender color in the bottom here and edged in the same color. So beautiful. Really like that. Okay, so let's look at these cards. Also very kind of simple, if you will, illustrations, but to the point, and I feel a little bit modern and fun for me. Okay, so I really like it. It has a matte finish, which is something I like, so it doesn't become too glary in the light when we're doing readings. So these are the cards. Divine Intuition Oracle. So this is, of course, very much about your intuition and your connection with spirit, of course, and ancestors and such. So, yeah, fun to use in spiritual development readings. Or of course, in any reading, but maybe especially with the spiritual development readings. So, yeah. I find this very fun, this deck. Also kind of, for me, maybe extra cards can be used as extra cards as well in a reading. Yeah. There's much more to say. The backing, as you can see, of the cards is a little bit slightly different back color on each cards, and then of course an image on top. So yeah, and with just a simple message on the bottom, which makes it also easy to use your intuition quite a bit when you read the cards. So I like that a lot, and I really love that it's edged, and I love the coloring here in this deck. So that's it. That's that deck. Divine Intuition Oracle by Belinda Grace and Ashley Munson. Okay, let me see if I can put that away somewhere. Now, let us go on to Dr. Stephen Farmer, Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. Now, Dr. Stephen Farmer is no stranger to people who do oracle cards, I think. He has done a lot of different decks, and I have several of them. Really love his work. Now, this is the guidebook. This is him, by the way, Dr. Stephen Farmer. And here is a lot of information on each card as well. It's always a good guidebook with his decks. Now, let's see. This is the back. And this is, of course, a normal oracle cardstock. Well, the way all of his cards are, more or less. Now, these are very to-the-point images, straight-to-the-point images. I'm going to go through them. There's a number, and there is a name of the card, and intuitive follow-up, if you will, underneath. a word or a saying of some sorts underneath the name of the card. So that's kind of how it's built up. So these are the cards. Quite simple, to the point. And these are, of course, photographic images. I believe they might have made some of them in the program, probably. But many of them, of course, images, as in photographs. So that's just, some of the images are really, really beautiful, like this one here. I just love this. Reminds me of my own country. I live in Norway, you know, so we have a lot of waterfalls and a lot of that kind of country and mountains and stuff. So yeah, I really like this deck. It's straight to the point, and there's a lot of information in the guidebook. But of course you can use it intuitively as well. I would definitely going to use this both as a main card in the reading, where I kind of do it intuitively, but also as extra cards if I do tarot first. So I feel like this can be used, you know, and you can use it for just drawing one card or a 3-card reading, or, you know, it can be used in many ways, this deck, I feel, because you can really get into the image here as well and just feel into it. And I really like that. So yeah, I don't know if you like it, people, but I do. But then again, I'm not that difficult to please, am I? I love all my decks. I do. So there it is, Dr. Stephen Farmer, Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. There you go. Okay, so let's move on to the next deck, which is Sea Soul's Journey Oracle Cards. Connect with the Healing Power of the Ocean by Pippa Best. Let me just see if there's any information regarding a... yeah, maybe she is actually the one who has made the images herself as well, because it doesn't say anything about any illustrator. So this is the guidebook. And quite good information. It also has the images in here. Yeah. Yeah. So quite a good guidebook, I have to say. I haven't read all of it yet, but yeah, I like this. Now these are the cards, so it's not the same size as the box. It's a little bit smaller, just so you be aware of that. So it comes with a little insert here as well. And this is the back, quite beautiful. And these are the cards. Let's see, I just have to put that away a little bit better. So there is a word, and then there is a message, and of course an image. So I will just flip through these for you. So I just, yeah, I find these images so beautiful, and very to the, you know, to a point information here on each card. Can be used in all different ways, this deck as well, the same as I said about the Stephen Farmer deck. You can use the image, you can use the word, you can use the message intuitively. You can use this as 1 card, 3 card, the main focus of a reading, extra cards, you know, whatever. So I really like it, and I like the size of these cards as well. When you put cards up for a reading in a video, it's kind of fun to have different sizes of the cards, so it's not every oracle cards look the same. So, but I just love these images. I think they're so beautiful. So that's my that's my own opinion, and good messages. Look at that, so beautiful. Oh yeah, I haven't been diving many times in my life, just a couple of times. Once in Greece and once actually at the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. I can recommend that, but man, it was so beautiful underwater. I want to do that more. Yeah, love the ocean. So this deck is really... Oh yeah, the images on the backs are different. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. There's different images on the back. I think there are 4 different images here on the back. Yeah, as you can see here. So, yeah, Forgot to say that. But anyways, no, so that was the Sea Soul's Journey Oracle Cards by Pippa Best. There you go. Now we have two really fun Disney decks. Yoo-hoo! This is quite new, so I'll take that last. But this is a little bit, this has been, I think, around a couple of months. So I'll do that first. The Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck by Disney, actually. So Disney has really come out with a lot of decks lately. And there's probably more on the way as well. Anyway, so this is quite a good guidebook. Quite thick, good colors, and easy to find, you know, very good when it comes to the major arcana. So yeah, really good guidebook there, I have to say. And this is, you lift them up like so. And this is the back, and it's matte. Cardstock is good. And it's kind of the cardstock is kind of semi rose petal finish, and it feels very sturdy. It feels like it can take a beating, okay? So that's good. Good cardstock. These are the images, okay? So if you know Alice in Wonderland, you will of course recognize many of these images. Now the from 1 to, or from 2 to 10 in each suit is quite simple. But the rest is not. The rest has good images on it. But I don't mind that. I find it fine. I mean, when you know tarot, it's not a problem. So, but it's still fun images. See? This is a sun card. So beautiful. Yeah, I find this deck very fun. Of course. You know, who doesn't love Alice in Wonderland? So, a lot of fun images. A lot of fun, you know, remembrance of the movie. And yeah, some beautiful imagery here. I mean, really professional. I mean, it comes from Disney, so it is what you expect it to be. You know. So yeah, I really just, I love this deck, and I can't wait to use it in my readings from now on, because I haven't used it yet in my readings on online, so on YouTube. So I will, now that I have shown these to you. I will definitely start using all of these decks that I've shown you, and I'm so looking forward to doing that. I just love this image. This is the world. So beautiful. This is fun. Anyway, so many fun images here, and the pair. That's the lover's card. So fun. Yeah, so there isn't really much more to say here. This is... I mean, if you love Disney, or if you love Alice in Wonderland, this is a must-have, I have to say. Yeah. Yeah, suspension. That's fun. Yeah. I hope you like this. I really, really do. It's... oh, that was upside down. Yeah. Not much more to say. Love this deck. Knight of the Teacups. Oh, funny. Anyway, the Magician, yeah, of course. Mystery. That's of course the Priestess card. So yeah. Anyways, so that's that, people. Really, really fun deck, I think, at least. That's the Alice in Wonderland deck. So let's put this away, so we can move on to the last deck of today. There you go. Alice in Wonderland Tarot by Disney. Yeah, and so we get to the last deck, the Hocus Pocus Tarot. And this is quite new. Just got that a couple of days ago, so I've just, you know, had time to kind of flip through them and use them just a little bit. Not too much. So, anyways, this is, it was a little bit difficult to open in the beginning, but I guess this is going to get better once I've used it a little bit, but it was really stuck a little bit there. So, the guidebook, very good guidebook. Very good guidebook. It is the same as the Alice in Wonderland, kind of the same style and the same solution, I guess, on the guidebook. So very good. Yeah, and this as well, the same there. Sun. And then this is the back. So beautiful kind of starry or galactic kind of back on them. So that I really loved. Same cardstock as Alice in Wonderland. Very good cardstock. Same kind of half petal finishy feel to them. Maybe I can put that up here. But I will flip through the images for you. This is the Fool. Yeah, this is in order. Yeah, I put it in order. So since it's so new, I wanted to do it in order. So beautiful images. And of course, the story starts, if you haven't seen the movie Hocus Pocus, you definitely have to. It starts with him. I don't remember the name. Is it Ben? I don't remember. He lights the black candle. And so that kind of brings the sisters back. So that's the beginning. And so it's so fun that they used that image for the first card in this deck as well. So I know that there's a second Hocus Pocus movie coming out now this October, of course. Right before Halloween, so I don't know if some of these images are from that movie. I'm not sure. We will flip through, and if you have an opinion on that, then comment in the comment section, please. So let's look at it. This had to be, the magician had to be her. Ah, so fun. What's her name? Her name Guinevere? I don't remember. Yeah, anyways. So, and the High Priestess, and the Empress. This might be a new, I'm not so sure. Anyways, no, I'm not gonna talk more about the second movie because I don't know if these images are only from the first movie or also first and second, but you know. Anyways, let's flip through the Emperor, the Hierophant. So this is the book at least. Book. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. Yeah. So fun. It's really fun deck, I have to say. So looking forward to using this, especially when we're getting closer to Halloween. And this is definitely going to be one of the decks I'm going to use a lot in October. So fun. So fun. Yeah, there isn't really much to say than just look at these images here. Yeah, fun. So even the number cards here have somewhat different styles. See, some of them have some people in it, so it's not just, you know, so many pentacles or so many cups. It's a little bit more well done, I would say, than maybe the Alice in Wonderland, in my opinion. So, yeah. It's just, I just adore this deck. It's really fun. Yeah, I don't know what you think, people, but I really love it. So, feel free to comment, as always. I do have the Stranger Things deck is coming quite soon. It's on its way. So I might do a review on that alone, or if it comes together with any of the other decks, then I will do more, but that's on its way anyways, and that's of course very much a deck for Halloween as well. Stranger Things from Netflix. So yeah, it's gonna be fun new decks for this Halloween, that's for sure. But this is the Hocus Pocus, so yeah. Anyways, that was it, people. So that was the Hocus Pocus deck from Disney, and I think it's really fun. And the fact that they are now starting to really make all these decks from different TV shows and films and such is so fun. The tarot industry has really started blooming, and I think that that's just so fun. Anyway, so people, that was kind of it. I hope that you enjoyed this little show and tell today, and that you liked some of the decks that I showed you. If you have any questions, then comment in the comment section and I'll try and answer you. And until the next time I see you, I wish you the very best. Bye for now.